Hi, girls. This is Miss Page. Happy Thursday. Before we get started on today's lesson, I want to showcase one of our responses that we received this week. The article was about parrots being able to copy the sounds they hear from either humans or other birds. And the question asked what the main idea of the article was. So, one of our very own third grade scholars responded and said, the main idea of the article is that parrots copy of people and sometimes other birds. I know this because the text says, for example, African gray parrots in the world can copy other kinds of birds. Also, when parrots are kept as pets, they learn to imitate their owners. They are able to sing lower notes than smaller birds. This lets them mimic human voices. Okay, so my two stars, my first star is that it's very clear and focused response. Okay, it has all the components it needs. I can pick out the answer, I can pick out detail and detail. Okay, ADD, and it's right in there. My second star is that the two details included from the text that support your answer. There are two details in there and they're relevant to support what you said the main idea was. They're not just plucked out of the text. They are specific to your response. Okay? My wish is that you challenge yourself to show what the quote supports by adding what shows me. So let me give you an example. When you're quoting and when you're adding your details, it says, when parrots are kept as pets, they learn to imitate their owners. They're able to sing lower notes than smaller birds. This lets them mimic human voices, which shows me that parrots have a special skill to be able to copy off others and sometimes other birds. Okay, so that's just backing up that you know that your quote really connects to the answer. Okay, so show off that you know that the detail you've included, the quote you've included, connects to your answer. Okay, that's our challenge for next time. Let's have a look at today's I can statement. I can determine the meaning of text-specific vocabulary and use it in my own writing. Okay, so we're going to learn some new words. They're text-specific. You might not use them all the time, but you'll know what they mean from the article that we're going to read, and then you're going to challenge yourself to use them in your own writing. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a read. Challenge yourself to read along with me out loud. It will make us all better readers. So, our economy. Are you a producer or a consumer? Well, it depends on what you're doing at the time. When you go when you go shopping for goods or services, you're a consumer. A service is something that is done for you by someone, like when a barber cuts your hair or a person brings you pizza. Goods are items that are produced for people to use. It might be that pizza, or it could be a new DVD. When you make something that someone else wants to buy or provide a service to someone else, you are a producer. If you have a lemonade stand in your yard, you're a producer. When you grow up, you may produce crops on a farm, or you may have a factory that makes DVDs. You might have a company that provides services, like a company that fixes computers. Get the picture? The bottom line is you either use stuff, consumer, or make it, producer. That's what keeps our economy humming. Can there be a producer without a consumer? Say there's a company making CDs. They buy a million of them, and no one, not one person, buys any of them. The company would go broke, wouldn't it? Producers depend on consumers to buy what they make. They use advertising to make this happen. They want consumers to know that their product is just what consumers want, or at least they hope it will be. And consumers depend on producers to make the goods or provide the service they need. Many people enjoy orange juice, but if no one has grown the trees, picked the oranges, packed the juice in a carton, put it on a truck, and driven it to your grocery store, it wouldn't be there for you to buy and enjoy. That glass of orange juice made a lot of stops on its way to your table. Okay, and right up the top it says oranges are picked, go to a factory to be made into juice, then are shipped to the stores when you buy the juice. Okay, so lots of different steps there. Keeping the economy humming. What does keeping the economy humming mean? When you keep something humming, you keep it working. In this case of the economy, it means that money is always changing hands. An economy is the activity involved with buying and selling. To have a strong economy, there needs to be buying and selling between consumers and producers. Remember, we can all be consumers and producers. Whether you buy a banana, the consumer, or mow your neighbor's yard, producer, it's all part of our economy. Can you hear it humming? The economy is a circle. Everybody needs to buy something sometime, and many people need to sell something, whether it's a good or a service. Let's pretend you're a producer. The problem is there aren't enough customers where you live, but there are lots of customers in another country. You could move, but then you would lose your customers here. What do? Well, you have to ship things to your customers. The things you ship to other places are exports. In the process, you may have to buy supplies from a company 1,000 miles away. Goods that are shipped from other places are imports. With trucks, trains, ships, and airplanes traveling the world every day, supplies and products need to come from all over the place. It's a big circle. Consumers, producers, imports, and exports. Everything just goes round and round. Okay, so lots of new words in there. Okay, so a consumer, a producer, imports, exports, economy. Make sure you have a reread and a re-listen if you're unsure as to what those words are. They're all defined in our article right there, because today's writing is how lucky can you get? You have just won $500 in a school contest. The only catch is that you have to let Miss Ford know how you're going to spend your money. Write a story about how you will use your winnings. Will you save it, spend it, or give some away? Will anyone help you decide how to spend your money? Try to use at least 3 of these words in your writing: consumer, producer, goods, services, economy, and money. Okay? So go ahead and reread the article so that we know what all those words mean if we're a little unsure, and then write a story about how you're going to spend the $500 you just won in a school contest. Okay? Remember, put your writing responses on Class Dojo. You can either type them out in a message, you can put a picture and send it to your teacher, or you can keep it in your file for us to have a share off when we all get back to school. Have a great day.